You are the universe expressing itself as a human for a little while. Eckhart Tolle said that. I remember the last Toastmasters meeting we had. One of our members, Valerie, had a very interesting idea for table topics. She brought in her paintings from different sessions, and she believes she's an artist, and looking at those paintings, she is an amazing artist. She asked volunteers to pick one of her paintings and talk about their feelings about that painting. Everybody was picking, somebody was picking the sunset, somebody was picking the sunrise. You could see different views on different things. I was sitting there very fidgety. I was moving around. The conundrum that why isn't anybody picking that picture of the earth? I do not have that picture with me right now, but we'll do a quick exercise. We'll all imagine the same picture all together. I want all of you to close your eyes for 1 second. I'll paint the picture for you. We're floating around in the universe. Everything's dark. There's the stars. You can see the earth from a distance. You can see the round shape, the colors of the earth covered by clouds and the atmosphere. And at a distance, you can see the sun. You can open up your eyes. And I just had to talk about it. And I had a great idea that why not turn it into a speech? But how am I going to do that and talk about Earth? And how am I going to relate it to my icebreaker? And how does that relate to me? Well, I do believe that a lot of ways that I look at the world is how that picture depicted the entire emotion to me. Today, my goal is going to be to help all of you see the world from my perspective. I know there's so much out there. We just had a perfect speech from Sheila about getting out of your comfort zone. There's so much to do, there's so many experiences to have, but then we stop ourselves. Well, the earth is a huge body, but it's very minuscule in comparison to how amazingly infinite our universe is, and it continues to expand. But the earth doesn't stop making its motions. It keeps going. So I make it a point that no matter what happens in my life, no matter where I am, what I'm feeling, or the situation I'm in, I am not going to stop. How I add on to that is when I look at that picture, I look at the earth and the infinite universe around it. I realize every day, the more I get to learn, the more I realize I know less. And you imagine being a person on the earth. In your perspective, your world is what's around you. You take a perspective back. You look at it from an eagle's perspective. Well, the world's a huge place. You take a step further. You look at Earth from space and you think, oh my God, this body is gigantic. And then you take a step further out of the galaxy. You see the galaxy is so small, it's part of something even bigger. So the further you get from something, you start realizing you really don't know anything. I'm a person that personally believes that everything happens for a reason, and all of us sitting here and in the universe connect. But that's a very vague idea. How do you express something like that? Well, it can be explained through science, because the earth makes motions within this infinite universe, and it exerts forces, and forces are exerted on the earth. It itself is very insignificant when it comes to the entire universe. But the forces it exerts on other bodies and the forces that are exerted on it are the reason behind the stability of the solar system and the universe at large. So I do believe and encourage everybody to know and believe that you do count, which means your opinion counts, which means no matter what you do, simple as brushing your teeth in the morning, it eventually leads up to something bigger. And with that, I started seeing, with my decision of coming to the US, I stopped identifying myself as, oh, I'm a citizen of a country. Well, I consider myself a global citizen. Just like the Earth is a global citizen of the universe. And in conclusion, I would like to encourage and empower all of you to take that one step today. Take that very small step that you've been putting back for days and days just because you're so scared to do it. Because if you don't put it out there in the universe, it will not manifest into something big in the future. Mr. Toastmaster.